Intensity, prevalence, reduction of caries as simple as that. With Makusheva Natalia Vyacheslaevna. When you fill out medical history, there are a number of standard indexes that fit in at the first appointment. This allows you to access the state of the oral cavity and see the dynamic of the patient's treatment. In the case of dental caries, one of the most important indicators of the state at a given time is the intensity of the disease, or the intensity of caries. For this, we use the intensity index, decay, missing, and filled teeth, DMFT index. This index was developed by Henry Klein, Carroll, Palmer, and Knudsen in 1938. This index was based on the fact that the dental hard tissue are not self-healing, and established caries leaves a scar. The tooth either remains decayed and, if treated, may be extracted or filled. It is an irreversible index. DMFT describes the amount of dental caries in an individual. For different ages, the index will be different, as well as in the case of hygiene indexes. In the case of intensity, the index will be tied to the bite, permanent, temporary, or milk. So, the intensity index for permanent teeth is DMFT. DMFT numerically expresses the caries intensity. Is obtained by calculating the number of teeth, T, the last letter. D, decayed. It means that there is a decay of caries. M, missing. It means that tooth was extracted by caries. F, filled. It means that tooth was treated by fill. Selection of teeth. All 32 teeth are examined. Teeth not included are unerupted teeth. A tooth is considered as erupted when the occlusal surface or incisional edge is totally exposed. Teeth not included if they removed for reasons other than dental caries, such as for orthodontic reasons and impactions. Teeth not included if teeth restored for reasons other than dental caries, such as trauma, use as bridge abutment and cosmetic purposes. Rules for scoring DMFT. No tooth should be counted more than once. Decayed D, missing M and filled F teeth should be recorded separately. Tooth lost or filled due to reason other than caries are not included. Deciduous, milk, temporary teeth are not considered in DMFT index. For these teeth, we have another indexes. A tooth with several filling is counted as one tooth. Teeth with demineralized stains are not counted unless the dental probe gets stuck in the demineralization site. Criteria for recording. Decayed, D recording. When dental caries and the restoration are present on the same tooth, the tooth is recorded as D. When a crown is broken due to caries, it is recorded as D. Tooths with temporary restoration are recorded as decay, D. Criteria for recording missing, M. When a tooth has been extracted because of dental caries, it is recorded as M. When a tooth is carious, cannot be restored, and is indicated for extraction, we record it M. Criteria for recording F. Field. Permanent restoration are recorded as F. Criteria for identification of dental caries. Lesions is clinically visible and obvious. Definite catch and the explorer tip can penetrate into the soft material. So, DMFT index for permanent teeth. Each tooth is examined using a mouth mirror and dental probe and adequate light. Each tooth is examined from all sides. The teeth should be observed by visual means as much as possible, and only questionable small lesions should be checked by using a dental probe. Example. We examine the teeth from all sides. For this, we use a dental mirror and dental probe. Tooth 1-8. We don't see any caries from occlusal surface, vestibular surface, proximal surface, between teeth 1-8 and 1-7, palatal surface, but in the cervical region, on the distal proximal surface, there is caries decay. So, in the dental formula, we will write D near the tooth 1-8. Tooth number 1-7. We examine its teeth from all sides. We don't see any caries from the occlusal, distal, proximal, the vestibular surfaces, and from the palatal surface. However, we see caries decay in the cervical area from the medial proximal surface between teeth 1-7 and 1-8. This caries corresponds to grade 2 according to Black. We will write D near the tooth 1-7. In the same way, we examine tooth 1-6 and we see caries in the cervical region on the vestibular surface. These caries correspond to grade 5 according to Black. We will write D near the tooth 1-6. 1-5 has caries decay on the palatal surface. These caries correspond to grade 5 according to Black. So, we will write D near the tooth 1-5 on the dental formula. Tooth 1-4 is missing. Tooth has been extracted because of dental caries. So, we will write M near the tooth 1-4 in the dental formula. 1-3 has caries decay on the proximal surface between teeth 1-3 and 1-2. So, we write D in the dental formula. Tooth 1-2 has caries on the proximal surface between teeth 1-2 and 1-1. So, we write D in the dental formula. Tooth 1-1 has no caries, it's intact, so we don't write anything. Tooth 2-1 has caries decay on the proximal surface between 1-2 and 2-1. Well, we write D. Tooth 2-2 is missing. Tooth has been extracted because of dental caries, so we will write M. Tooth 2-3 has caries decay on the proximal surface between teeth 2-2 and 2-3, so we write D in the dental formula. 2,4 and 2,5 has Caries decays, so we will write D and D in the dental formula near the 2,4 and 2,5. 2,6 is missing. Tooth has been extracted because of dental caries, so we will write M. 2,7 has caries decay on the proximal surface, so we write D. And 2,8 has caries decay too, so we will write D near the 2,8 in the dental formula. Lower jaw. Now 3,8. 3,7 there is black spot on the occlusal surface, but we don't take this into account when calculating the index. The dental probe is not stuck in the fissure, so we don't write anything. The same situation with tooth 3,6. There is a black spot on the occlusal surface. The dental probe is not stuck, so we don't write anything. 3,5, 3,4, 3,3, 3,2, 3,1, 4,1, 4,2, 4,3, 4,4, 4,5 don't have any damage, no spots, no caries decay, so they are intact, and we don't write anything near these teeth in the dental formula. 4,6 has black spot on the vestibular surface. 4,7 has black spot on the occlusal surface. The dental probe is not stuck in the fissure, so we don't write anything. 3,8 and 4,8 has been extracted for orthodontic reasons, so we will not write M near the teeth. There will be 0. So, after we had writing down the dental formula and indicated its status near each tooth, we can calculate the intensity of caries. In this case, we added all the teeth that have M, D or F and get 15. This is a very high intensity of caries. Milk bite and deft index. For a milk bite, the same rules apply as for a permanent one, but we don't take into account the extracted teeth, since milk teeth fall out, and this is normal. For a milk bite, the index will be written in small letters, and instead of M, there will be a small E, erupted. We will count just only D and F, decay and filling teeth. Temporary bite and DMFT plus deft. For temporary bite, the same rules apply as for permanent and milk bite. In this period, we can see the caries filled and removed permanent teeth, and caries and filled milk teeth. Therefore, the index will look like DMFT, big letters, plus deft, small letters. Increase in intensity or reduction of caries. This is the difference between the two indicators of the intensity of caries after a certain time. If the intensity of caries has increased, then this is an increase in intensity. If it had decreased, this is a reduction of caries. The prevalence of the disease. The prevalence is the proportion of individuals who have a disease at the time of the study. Examined groups should be comparable with regard to age, sex, geographical, and socio-economical condition to obtain statistically reliable data. All the persons with caries decay should be calculated. Then, this sum is divided by the number of all examined persons. The indicator is expressed as a percentage. So prevalence and intensity, it's not as hard to understand as it seems. So see you later.